right. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your weekly focus. I'm Russ McCann, and we are live right now, live streaming over in YouTube. And I want to say congratulations for dedicating some time to join us live. And just so that you know, this is interactive, and you have the ability in the comments to leave us live questions and live feedback that we can interact with you throughout the course of the live. But it's my honor and privilege. You know, one of the things that I've been doing over the last 17 years is really focusing on helping people regain control over their health. It takes a big decision. It takes a little bit of tenacity and, just never giving up on yourself. But 17 years ago, I got started on my health journey. I lost 85 pounds in 19 weeks. And you know what? My life has never been the same ever since. I've been on this mission to help other people focus on health and have helped thousands of people simply make new daily habits that lead to them being healthy long term. And I can't wait for you to kind of hear a little bit about what we're going to share today. It's my honor and privilege to bring two of the most amazing women I know on with me. And we've got Kindra Walker and we've got Rochelle Moreno. Kindra, how you guys doing? Rochelle?
Fantastic. Glad to be here today.
All right. So just so everybody knows, Rochelle, where are you calling in from today? Because normally you're based in Modesto? Are you there in Modesto today?
I am. I'm in Modesto, California.
And you never know where Rochelle is. It's kind of like, where in the world is Rochelle Moreno? She's always off traveling to see grandkids and things like that. So Rochelle is the owner of Fuel Family Fitness down in Modesto. And I know I've probably just renamed your fitness center, but it's Fuel Fitness down in Modesto, California. She's a seasoned health fitness professional. We're going to hear a little bit more about that and her journey. And then one of her friends and clients who was working with her in the gym to lose weight and get healthy as an amazing transformation. I brought Kindra Walker on. And so, Kindra, where are you from? Because I know you're definitely a roadie, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm from Modesto, but I'm currently in Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola, Florida. Is sunny and warm there?
Um,
Not so much.
it's a bit muggy today, in all
Oh,
honesty.
okay. Well, yeah, I want to thank both of you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to be a part of our call today. And I want to just really kind of set this up because, many people that dial in and that are part of this kind of a live over on both Facebook and YouTube really are listening because they're looking for clues. They're looking for answers. And we actually have some really incredible tips and tools to provide people today. More importantly, maybe just some inspiration and a reason to say, I've put this off. Enough is enough. I need to get going again. And Rochelle, I'm going to really start with you. You being a fitness professional, and we got connected a couple of years ago because during COVID there was a lot going on. The gym had shut down, and there were some things like that were going on, and you knew that you wanted to take control over your health, stay focused on what was important to you. Will you come on and share a little bit about your story kind of during that time and as you began to discover what we do and how our program helps people, why that made a difference for you? Because I know a lot of fitness professionals, they do a lot of work in the gym, obviously body and movement and core and, cardiovascular and strength and conditioning and have a really good handle on nutrition, but even fitness professionals can struggle from time to time. We do live in an obesogenic world. There's fast food everywhere. It's so easy to not eat the right kinds of things, but maybe share a little bit from your perspective, how you came to this plan and what it's meant for you and your clients.
Sure. Well, like you said, starting back in 2020, a crazy year for a lot of us. And as a gym owner, it definitely took a different turn for myself. We were closed for a few months, which was financially really hard. But in addition to all this, it was also at the same time a time where I had a really bad injury. So I've always been very active, involved in exercise for many years, former fitness competitor. And I've always had a passion for nutrition and fitness. I crushed 3 of my toes. I dropped something very heavy on my foot at the gym, and I had to be off my feet. Now, I was used to eating like I was active, and I was still eating, but I wasn't able to be active. You know, a lot of my clients I run into currently can't be active for different reasons, whether it's a disability or surgery, or they just aren't able to move around yet because of the body weight on their joints. But anyhow, that was me. I wasn't able to do anything. I started picking up some weight. I started getting depressed. You know, I'm a little bit older in the fitness industry. I turned 50 this past year. And so I wasn't feeling good about myself. I was feeling like, here I am, I'm getting older, now I'm injured, and I was doing the pity party. I fell victim to the drama party. I was making myself the victim. And you know, I've coached lots of different types of nutritional plans over the years. And like I said, that's been my passion. And I knew what I needed to do, but quite frankly, I wasn't motivated to do it. I wasn't in a good place. I wasn't, didn't have a healthy mindset. And I felt like if I can't even help myself, how can I help other people? So I didn't really feel adequately ready at that time to help anyone because it needed to start with me. And so at the same time, someone approached me. It was a former client, and she'd asked me about coaching this program, and she told me about it. And at first, I was adverse to hearing about it. Not that I knew everything, but I felt like I already had so much going on, and I just didn't have room for another thing on my plate. I was already dealing with a lot and had a sick family member. So I brushed it off. Well, I asked her to give me some time. She politely gave me some time and approached me again about it. And I said, you know, I really got to get back to her and just let her know I'm not interested. But you know what? I gave her a few moments when I contacted her to tell me a little bit more about the program. And I found myself wanting to be a client before I coached the program because it sounded like what was missing in my life. I needed support. Nobody cared if Rochelle, the fitness trainer, was at home eating cookies. Nobody knew. I had no accountability at all. I needed accountability. I needed someone who cared about me and my progress. I also did not have a community of people to support me. I was so busy always taking the lead, trying to help everyone else. I wasn't looking out for my own best interest. And so joining a community of people on the same journey was incredibly powerful for me. I showed up on support calls and I got the motivation and encouragement I was looking for. Additionally, one thing that I had noticed over the many years of coaching others and helping people throughout their weight loss journey was that almost all of them had gained their weight back. And I felt like at a loss. I was missing some type of skill, like it was my fault. I thought, why are all these people gaining their weight back? I mean, people lost 100 pounds. And in this program, I learned that it's about your mindset. You know, you can lose the weight, but if you don't change the way you think, if you don't change your daily habits, if you don't learn how to switch out your old habits, your unhealthy habits for new ones, and create a new lifestyle, you are going to gain your weight back. So this program was not only instrumental in my personal health, I lost the weight I had gained since my injury very easily. And by the way, I've never lost weight easily. Even though I've been involved in fitness, I'm the first one to work out. And you know what? We can overwork our bodies if you're not properly aligning your amount of activity with proper nutrition. Your body either won't change or it changes really, really slow. And it can be very discouraging. So this was a comprehensive program that really helped me not only on a personal level and personal development with my mindset, meeting a lot of great people all on the same journey and being able to get my own health back, take control of my own life. But it also gave me the tools and resources to be able to throw those life rings out to other people. And I can tell you that ever since I started coaching this program, it has been so rewarding to see the lives of so many people changed. And the only thing that's holding you back or someone you know back is taking action. A lot of people have fear of failure, but this plan is scientifically designed. It has been a process that has been developed to help people with diabetes, with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. We talk about all aspects of health, not just weight loss. The mindset, getting good rest, proper hydration, movement for your body. It's a comprehensive program. It's not just a cookie cutter program. So I love coaching. I love being able to help people who are ready for help. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to make anyone do anything. I'm here to support and help people that want to change their lives and they're ready to do it.
Yeah, Rochelle, I think it's pretty powerful when you think about it. There's so many people that struggle with this area. I think they said like 70% of people in the United States are either overweight or obese. And we think about that, that's almost three out of every four people. And I think all three of us were one of those at one phase or another in our life. And I think so many people resign to the fact that they're just going to be overweight the rest of their life. I'm just going to be that little short fat guy. I remember telling myself that. And it wasn't until I got introduced to this program and began to see what was possible. Even in the first couple of weeks of the program, I went, wow, I can't believe how great I feel. And I'm losing weight and I'm fitting into clothes and I'm sleeping better and I have more energy. And what's in this stuff, right? And the reality is it's just every day you're creating good, healthy, nutritional habits, eating every 2 to 3 hours, drinking plenty of water, getting a good night's rest, and following the guide. We provide free coaching. So that makes it really great. You've got an advocate one-on-one to work with you. And then we have an amazing community of support. We have over, I think, 7,500 people in a private Facebook group that we support our clients through. And there's lots of recipes and encouragement and guidance. There's no negativity at all. There's no complaining. I love it when I see the thread in our Facebook group and everybody's encouraging and loving on each other. It's an amazing community of positivity, and it's something the world needs a lot more of. So, Rochelle, thanks for sharing. And we're going to come back and talk a little bit more too. Kindra, I know you have another amazing story and worked with Rochelle in the gym, and you guys are good friends. I know you guys have traveled together. I've seen some crazy stuff out there with the two of you on video. So I'm always a little worried about putting the two of you together in the same video, but I couldn't think of anybody else I'd rather have come and share their story. So Kindra, will you kind of talk a little bit about your journey and how you've been able to, over the last couple of years, kind of turn your health around and just maybe even share not just the weight loss, but what you've seen in terms of other aspects of long-term health. So.
All right. Thanks, Russ. Yeah. This has been an amazing journey. It started almost 3 years ago, and I went to Rochelle's gym. A couple friends of mine were going there, and I worked hard for a year, and I had lost 1 whole pound. And the truth be told, you can't outrun the fork. Obviously, you can see from my before picture, um, there was a lot of fork going on. So, went to a healthy happy hour at the gym and heard Rochelle's story and some other stories and said, you know what, it's time. I need to pay attention to this and do something about this. My dad died at age 58, and I was headed down that path. I was on high blood pressure meds, cholesterol meds, using CPAP at night to sleep. So, fast forward 44 weeks, and I was down 88.8 pounds. And there's no looking back now. Life's so different. The things that I can do. Um, one of my big, we call them non-scale victories, is when I could run the full lap at the gym. Because for whatever reason, I think it was the blood pressure medicine was keeping me from being able to achieve a high enough heart rate to get all the way around the gym. And I mean, the lap at the gym, I'd get about 3/4 of the way, and it just felt like my heart was going to pop out of my chest. And I remember that day because Rochelle was the trainer that day, and she wanted us to run 2 laps. And I got through the first lap, but I said, "Oh no, you just don't understand. I just ran the lap for the first time. I'm done. I'm good. I'm going in." But that was a big day. So this program has been absolutely amazing. Um, my activity level is, might say, through the roof these days. Next weekend, I'm traveling to Bullhead, Arizona to play softball, senior softball tournament, and play a lot of pickleball and softball during the week. And just being able to be active with other folks and stuff, it's just been life changing. And having Rochelle for a coach, uh, she keeps me honest. And yeah, we do have some fun together, Russ. Unfortunately, there's video proof of it. But yeah, this is just, like I said, been life changing. And yeah, hindsight, I wish, I told myself at 45, "Oh, let's lose the weight by 50." And at 50, I said, let's lose the weight by 55. And at 55, I was just like, knock it off. Dad died at 58. Let's get busy. And I did. I waited. I was at 58, I believe, when I started. So yeah,
You
um,
go, well,
I,
well, Kendra, I just want people to understand because sometimes when they see before and after pictures, they don't realize that, in the before picture, there's a lot of pain and disappointment, sometimes even, depression and just kind of not feeling like you're worthy or that you're worth much to other people. And man, you were incredible before, but man, your transformation physically has been one thing, but maybe just kind of share what it's done for your outlook on life, having shed the weight and refocused on the things that are important to you. What kind of things have changed because you decided to make health a priority?
yeah. I hear it from people, my friends these days, like, you're so positive, and I do. I look forward to each and every day now. Just to wake up and feel good is amazing, and not feel, short of breath, and even just the mindset, that life is good, and every day there's something to be thankful for, and it can be something big or something small, but every day's a blessing, and that's really, all the mindset. We talk about, um, that's just been eye opening for me, just to, stay out of it, and, you know, be grateful. Gratuity goes a long ways.
Life is certainly different when we're living from a healthier perspective. And I remember, before I discovered this plan, just really feeling like a lump on the log. I didn't want to go outside and play with the kids. I didn't have the energy to do that. Let alone, I could have never even run around that building, Rochelle, at your place. That would just was not an option. But all of a sudden, when we started feeding our body the kinds of foods that we need, every aspect of nutrition is covered: vitamins and minerals, probiotics. We're learning, especially those that are working out, in terms of essential amino acids. And then to have a system that teaches you not only how to eat and how to fuel, but how to make decisions so that the temptations of the world we can better manage. I hear it all the time. Well, I am getting together for a wedding this weekend, and I know I'm going to struggle because I've always struggled before. Well, that doesn't mean that you're going to struggle. There's always something to eat: lean protein and non-starchy vegetables at a wedding. Take some sparkling water and put a little piece of fruit in it, and you have a really amazing fresh sparkling water cocktail that has no alcohol in it. So when your health is a priority and it's really important to you, you'll find a way. And when you turn control over to the environment or to your peers or to your social situations, you've just given away your life. You've given it to somebody else. And I think one of the things I wanted to get across to people today that are listening to this either live or in replay is that there's so many things that you can do to stop for a minute, take a deep breath, challenge what you want out of life and out of the situation, and make a choice to choose the thing that's going to move you and your life forward instead of making the choice to give in to the peer pressure, give in to the unhealthy foods that are in your environment, um, and turn your life over to someone or something else. I always tell people, don't let anyone or anything stand in the way of you focusing on health because you're worth it. So if you've struggled with some aspect of weight, maybe you do have some medical conditions, maybe you're diabetic, maybe you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, uh, focusing on making healthier choices can help alleviate many of those conditions. And there's no guarantee. Sometimes there's some hereditary things. Everybody's different. But as I begin to coach people all the time, I begin to see what's possible. And I hear all the time how people have become more active, they're sleeping better, they feel better, they've gone to the doctor and gotten a good, clean bill of health, which is something they couldn't have done before. In fact, the doctors are going, "What are you doing?" And we're beginning to share our plan and programs with many physicians around the country. In fact, I think 20,000 doctors across the country have been utilizing this program and referring their patients to it. So I would just encourage you, if you're listening to us and we're tugging on your heartstrings a little bit, and you're ready to make yourself a priority and you're ready to at least follow a simple, structured plan, reach out to the person that invited you to watch this video, or Kindra, Rochelle, or myself, and we'll make sure that you get connected and get all the information you need. And if it's a good fit for you, we'll come alongside you and help you take back your health. So pretty powerful, you guys. So I want to just kind of end with this, and that is, there's people that are listening today that are going, okay, it worked for Kindra, and it worked for Russ, and it worked for Rochelle. She's a fitness professional. Nothing's ever worked for me. I have such unique conditions that I can't lose weight, I can't get healthy, and it's hereditary. And over and over again, I see the ability to bust those myths where those were just excuses and a lack of desire. And I just would love to have both Rochelle, you first, and then Kindra, maybe speak to somebody that's listening to us today and going, yeah, right, it works for them, it won't work for me. And maybe just share with them kind of from your perspective, if you had it to do all over again in life, what would you discover? So, Rochelle?
Well, there is truth that there are some hereditary factors that affect our health. But what we have found is that in comparison to lifestyle, they're pretty minimal. Lifestyle is the number one thing that is going to affect your health. So, although we do have people that have those hereditary struggles, I've still seen people like Kindra, other people that have hereditary issues in their family with health problems, get off of medications, stop taking their diabetes medications like metformin and insulin. I've experienced that personally with clients, where I've had people's A1C levels just drop in a matter of a very short time. And I'm not putting a time limit on that. Everyone's different, but it's been pretty amazing. If I, as a fitness professional, had it to do over again, I wished I would have had this program introduced to me a long time ago because I've done everything else. And everything else wasn't as comprehensive as what I know now and what I'm able to help guide people to do. And it's not about needing me or Russ or Kindra for the rest of your life to babysit you. This program is about empowering you to learn how to manage your own health. Although the accountability is great, you are empowered to know how to run your life for the rest of your life. This is not a quick fix. This is a transformational process. Most people come into this program wanting weight loss, not realizing it's about everything else also. So, but as far as the weight loss side of it, since a lot of people are interested in that, there's a weight loss phase, a transitional phase, and a maintenance phase where you learn how to keep the weight off. And in meanwhile, throughout this process, you're working on your mindset. One of the commitments I always ask people for is, can you give me 5 minutes a day? 5 minutes a day to work on your mindset, because that's where the true change is how we think, how we respond to life instead of react to life, making intentional decisions. It's all the little tiny habits, the little tiny decisions we make every single day that show us what our health is. We wear our health on our body. Our body is going to show us what kind of decisions we're making every day. So if I had it to do over again, I really wish that I would have had the opportunity. I wish someone would have told me about this years ago, because I could have helped that many more people since then. So I'm just grateful that here I am today. I've been a coach now for 3 years, and it's again been wonderful for me personally. And also, it's been such a pleasure to help so many other people.
We're so blessed to have you sharing your story and from your heart and from your wealth of experience. You packed a lot of information in that short little paragraph. Basically, life isn't happening to you; it's happening for you, and how we react to those conditions really can have a meaningful impact on our mental health and ultimately our physical health. And we share often that our plan is a personal development program with a health focus. So you're going to discover, as you begin to focus on health and then develop some new life strategies that'll affect relationships, it'll affect your mindset at work, it'll affect the people that you interact with in the community. There's a message of positivity, of health and hope, and that happens only once you make the decision to make yourself a priority. So we lead with our health, but we finish with personal development. I hear all the time, the biggest thing that we find that clients walk away from is, I can't believe the person that was hiding that has now been brought to the front that I've discovered, and I like myself. I really like myself again. So, Kindra, I know from your perspective, kind of come back and say, if you had it to do all over again, if you were to, give somebody a message that would help them really make their health a priority like you did, what message would you tell them?
Tell them don't wait. I I waited a long time, and I wish I had done this a long time ago. I probably, I've got some knee issues. I probably would have avoided that. So, there's consequences to being heavy um, for 30 years, and so, yeah, don't wait. If Get your mind right, decide what you want, focus on your why, stay true to it, and get to where you want to be, because there's no place better for me right now. I could just be forever grateful to this program, and to folks like you and Rochelle that mentor us, and now I get to mentor folks too, and there's nothing more exciting than hearing about people's wins every day. So that's such a big bonus, and just life changing.
Yeah, I love that. There is a ripple effect. This is a grassroots effort to focus on health, and really our mission is to eradicate obesity around the world, and to help people discover a life that would not have been possible unless they focused on themselves and creating new habits in every aspect of life, healthy body, mind, and certainly their growth, their spiritual growth and personal development. So you guys have rocked the house. Hopefully people will come back and re-listen to this maybe over and over again. It's just like a movie, right? Every time you rewatch a movie, you catch something different. And I would just want people to catch that what you listen to is three people that really, really care about what happens to you. And you really matter. And you may be making a bunch of excuses You may be making decisions that aren't really based on fact. You have developed this mindset based on all of the information that you've been given over the television, over TikTok, over Facebook, over YouTube, over Instagram. You've just been poured into, not to mention all the books you've read and all the diets you've been on and all the self-help and personal development stuff that we've been on. How many motivational speakers can we listen to? How many TED Talks do we need to listen to before we say, you know what? I have to do something. If I really want something different, I have to do something different. And that will only happen if you say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to make myself a priority. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to reach out to the person that invited me to watch this video. We have coaches all over the country. So whoever invited you, please get with them. And if you've just kind of stumbled across our video, or that Rochelle or Kindra or myself have shared it with you personally, reach out to us. We would love to at least discover what you're looking to create. We'll do a short health evaluation to determine if our plan may be a good fit for you or not. And you get to decide. One of the things that I've enjoyed most, Rochelle and Kindra, is that I really have never felt that I got sold on a plan, program, or products. I got somebody that really cared about me, that gave me the facts and let me decide. And so there's no sales process. There's no passing you to the manager like at the car dealer and they try to twist your arm and, get more money out of you. That's not what this is. This is sharing from our heart what's possible for you, and we'll just lay it all out. The plan from a cost perspective will, in most cases, cost less than what you're currently spending today to feed yourself, the stuff we feed ourselves. I've often said, a Starbucks coffee and a muffin and a Subway sandwich and a bag of chips. That's how much our services cost you. And that covers almost 90% of the food that you're going to eat during the day. So for less than $15 a day, you get to focus on health in a really simple, easy to follow plan that has tons of support. We have 4 components, and then we'll end our call. The 4 components are simply, you have a coach, a one-on-one advocate to help you and guide you so that you can learn to take personal responsibility for your own health. So we're not going to do it for you. We're going to do it with you. We have an educational program to help you change your mindset. Our thoughts control our actions. So whatever we're thinking about, we can talk ourselves into or out of the decision that we need to make today. And so we have a whole lifestyle education program that talks about changing your mindset, organizing your life around the things that matter most to you, managing stress, managing emotions, managing people, managing food addictions, managing sleep and hydration. And you're going to learn a lot in our educational system, and that's all included as part of our program. We have an amazing community of support. We have live webinars on Monday night and Saturday that you can plug into, that you can listen from. I know both Rochelle and Kindra have hosted our calls. And so you get to hear some more amazing stories, but really tactical, practical, how do I get myself healthy kind of experience. And you learn that in our community. And then beyond that, we have a very systematic, scientifically formulated meal plan that helps you balance blood sugars by eating every 2 to 3 hours, small little healthy meals that over time will help you reach your healthy goal weight and develop a long-term eating plan using whole foods, organic, free range, learning how to balance all of the macronutrients. You're going to learn this over time, but at the beginning, we have a really simple goof-proof way for you to reach a healthy weight initially. So again, thank you for taking time to listen to this, and hopefully you have been able to take away and learn something. And feel free to reach out to the person that invited you. It's been our honor and our privilege to share our stories today. Let's go out and get ourselves healthy, and then turn around and pay it forward. It's the most amazing gift that you could ever give somebody, is the gift of health. All right, thanks everyone.